The door opened before I could even knock. A man stood there, my robe draped over his shoulders, my slippers on his feet. He smirked. "Wrong house," he said. But it was my house. My key still dangled from my dog tags, my blood and sweat still lived in the foundation. Then she appeared, my wife, hair undone, eyes glassy with comfort that was never meant for me. "He lives here now," she said. "You don't." Her words didn't cut, they froze. I searched her face, then the room beyond her shoulder, but the only question that escaped me was, "Where's my son?" She smiled. Not warm, not grieving, a predator's smile. "He got sick 2 months ago. The doctors said he had a little chance, but we gave up on him. He kept shouting your name when we abandoned him." The silence after those words was heavier than war. I stood in my own doorway, but the ground beneath me shifted. My son's voice echoed in my head, faint, imagined, calling for me. And they had left him, alone, with no hand to hold. Her tone wasn't sorrowful, it was casual, like throwing out trash. I scanned the room again. Toys gone, photos missing, the walls stripped of him as if he'd never existed. The man leaned against the frame, smug in his stolen comfort. He reached for her waist. She let him. Infidelity had always been suspicion. The late calls, the vague explanations, the way she smiled at her phone in the dark. But betrayal this deep? Rewriting our son's death as an inconvenience? That was a cruelty I couldn't yet touch with words. I didn't shout, didn't curse. The war had taught me control. Rage was a currency wasted on the undeserving. So I turned, walked away. But walking away is not forgetting. Walking away is planning. I stayed quiet, invisible. Hotel room nights blurred into days. I scrolled through her life from the outside. Social media, phone records, bank charges. She flaunted her new reality like it was a prize she earned. Vacations, dinners, a man who wore my clothes and spent my money. I traced every step, every transaction, every lie. But my son's shadow followed me everywhere. Not his voice anymore, just silence. The silence of a child abandoned while calling for a father he believed in. That silence demanded patience, precision. So I started with documents, hospital records, death certificate, signed too quickly, wrong dates, missing signatures. Then I dug deeper, files I wasn't supposed to access. My connections in the military still answered when I called. Her story fractured with every page. She hadn't just betrayed me, she had erased him. Not legally, not fully, enough to bury him in lies while she lived. I carried that truth like a blade, hidden, waiting. The final confirmation came in a single sheet of paper. My son hadn't died at the hospital. He died at home, alone. Fever rising, calling my name while she chose a man over medicine. Her signature proved it, cold, neat, deliberate. She had refused treatment. I stared at it until the words blurred. Then I saw him, his face, imagination, memory, guilt, all twisted together. That night I returned. Same doorway, same man inside, same woman. I didn't knock, I didn't shout. I placed the folder on their table. Hospital logs, call records, her refusal, her lies. She read. At first her lips curled in mockery. Then she saw her own name in her own hand. Her smile broke. The man looked at her, then at me. Confusion curdled into fear. She whispered, "You weren't supposed to see this." I said nothing. Silence is heavier than any weapon. They begged in different languages. He cursed, she pleaded. Both small, both pathetic. I didn't threaten, didn't move toward them. Instead, I slid my phone across the table. Recordings, proof, every word preserved. Her confession at the door. The documents, her voice laughing about my absence. "Lawyers," I said finally. Calm, final, judges, custody, everything you thought was yours, gone. Her face collapsed. His hand slipped from hers. I stood, picked up my robe from his shoulders. It wasn't a weapon I left behind. It was truth, and truth, once spoken, doesn't return to silence. The divorce ended swiftly. Public shame spread like fire through dry grass. She lost everything. The man disappeared. I didn't celebrate. I didn't grieve. I simply existed. My son remained gone. No revenge could bring him back. But I had stripped her of the power to rewrite him, to erase him. His name, his face, his memory, all restored. And when I stand before his grave, I don't speak. I let silence speak for me. Because silence is where I met him last. And silence is where I buried her forever.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.